Breaking its head should be effective in weakening its powerful breath attack.
Make use of the ballistae and cannons!
Is that character now cannon should be effective in weakening its powerful breath attack.
Make use of the ballistae as cannons.
should be effective in weakening its powerful breath attack.
Make use of the ballistae and cannons.
Yeah, I did a slide attack. Did you see that? I couldn't believe it. There's a little spot, there's a couple spots on the map where you can slide actually.
Now operational.
Hi Hung Nguyen. I'm doing good. Alright, I'll show my build afterwards. Think this flinches? was trying to get my coalescence up there. Camera needs some changes. Let me answer that after the quest. Nova's after this? No? YOLO. Oh, my damage count. Hey, 11:23. Let's go. All right, Lumen. I'll answer your question. Do I think Hammer needs a buff? Hmm. Hmm. Let me assume the correct pose for this. There we go. Hmm. Maybe. It seems like it's gotten a fair amount of buffs already, but the times still are not very fast, even by really good runners. Like I saw 440 something AT Duna. I think it was a heroics run today. I feel a little bit bad commenting on someone else's run like this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. The runner, they didn't take it to where you could do a double rock drop. Like I'd seen Quad took it to a different area. So I don't know if it's more efficient if the runner takes it to a different area because it's percentage-based damage and the, ATs have more HP than the regular ones. So I'm not sure if that strategy the runner used was the most effective or not. I didn't run it myself. I didn't run AT Duna myself. And of course I'm completely biased and I want Hammer to be the fastest, but I think that time is still about a minute slower than the others. Steven, why not what? Why not the AT Duna run? Because I wanted to do the Fatalis. I don't really want to say why. It's just, I got the motivation to come back and run on Fatalis again, so I came back and ran on Fatalis again. That's all I'm going to say about it. A lot of the runners that have been playing the Fatalis have been doing it for a long time, and it's always nice to see the other runners when they break a barrier and push it a little bit more, and it's always a real good source of motivation. I'm getting dropped frames. Oh my, I had dropped frames. What happened? Yeah, I saw a runner did 530 with no mantle but Palico. I didn't watch the run very closely to see if they got the Palico attack buff. That's like the main thing about the Palico is did you get the attack buff or not? Like Hunting Horn went under 4 minutes. Longsword went under 4 minutes. Dual Blades went under 4 minutes. I didn't really watch the other runs, the other weapon runs, outside of those ones. I didn't look at Greatsword. I imagine Greatsword went under 4 minutes. So it's hard for me to say. Yeah, people still like to run the Fatalis. Especially people that have been dedicated to their hunts for a long time. I saw someone who had been hunting it for 2 years. They finally reached their goal. It was really nice to watch their hunt. There's kind of this unfortunate situation where a lot of the runners they post on Bilibili, which is the Chinese YouTube. So I can't really communicate with them. But if I could, I would just post congratulatory messages on their videos and let them know they did a great job. It's really awesome. I get motivation from watching the other weapon runners go at it. I think the heavy bowgun got 539 on a legit run, so that was really cool. And I think that it took that person something like a year to get that time too. So there's people that are really dedicated. There's not very many, but the people that are dedicated, I commend them and appreciate all the work they do. If I was gonna change something on the hammer in Wilds, one thing I noticed is, and I don't know if this is true or not, but the earthquake skill, when you pop a wound, it's not nearly as strong as the hunting horns, I don't think. I think the hunting horn hits something like 50 damage per tick harder than the hammers does. And again, I haven't looked that closely at it, but it just appears that way, if I'm recalling the runs correctly. So maybe Hammer's Earthquake move needs a little bit of a motion value increase? Or an elemental modifier increase? I don't think it has an elemental modifier. Let me pull up my spreadsheet and I'll take a look real fast. Here, I'll switch the display so you guys can see. Oh, hold on. 1 second. 1 second. All right, here we go. Okay. So where's the earthquake? Some of these motion value per second numbers I haven't updated yet since whenever they updated the timing. I think they reduced it by like 0.2 seconds for the charge timing to get to level 3. But this number on Earthquake, 37, just on the move itself, seems a little bit low to me. So maybe if these numbers got increased right here, or rather, like if it was 30, 40, 40, 40, 50 or something like that, maybe that would help. Because it seems like a lot of the damage is focused around um, the wound popping. They could still increase the motion value on like the upswing to like to 100 would be cool. Which FS? What do you mean FS? Which finisher? The spin slam. I think the spin slam has the highest motion value finisher at 210. And then the mighty charge slam is 200. Oh, I'm not sure. It just seems like when I was watching Qua's run, it seemed like Qua's focus strike was doing a lot of damage with the hunting horn. And again, I really haven't looked at this too closely. HH pigeonhole around echo bubbles where hammer has no location lock for optimal DPS. Hammer focus strike is kind of meh. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe earthquake could get buffed. Still, maybe the mighty charge slam needs a small motion value increase. The spin slam needs a small increase. The upswing could use a small increase. That's probably where I would start looking first. I've seen some runs where the people come out of their focus strike and then they go charged big bang into the side smash overhead 2 upswing combo. And I'm not exactly sure why, because I haven't done those hunts myself yet. I don't know if it's a threshold management thing, like that's the right amount of damage, or if it's a animation thing, or what. So I'll have to look into that when I get to those monsters. But I'm still not sure if the Mighty Charge Slam is doing quite enough damage for the amount of time it takes to execute. Like from Earthquake, it still takes 4 seconds to execute. And give more ways to utilize Max Might other than G Fulgur. Yeah, I think the prevailing meta right now for Hammer is using latent power on AT Duna. Using that Guardian Fulgur set is good for max might uptime, but it definitely restricts you on the amount of damage that you can build for in the set. There's another runner, his name's Simo. I feel like Simo would be way better person to ask about this than me because he does a lot of calculations too. I think the hammer feels really good to play, but maybe the damage could get increased a little bit more. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not really sure about the other runners' play styles, and I don't want to comment on it too much, but I do think that like the G Fulgur max might restriction hurts us a little bit. I always try and Simo stream, but he's Japanese. Yeah. Yeah, I like Simo stream a lot. He's really cool. All right, here, I'm gonna pull up the arena times from the Mizutsune quest. Let me try and get it up here. So we could compare the arena times. There's a Discord where some people have been keeping track of the fastest arena times. Let's take a look there. So here's the arena Mizutsune hammer time was 1:59. The sword and shield was 1:42. Dual blades 1:38. Gun lance 1. Light bowgun. I feel like the light bowgun got hit with the elemental nerf really early on. At first, the light bowgun I think was the fastest out of all the weapons by a significant amount because the elemental modifier on the modifier on that for the elemental ammo was a little bit too strong. But it's since been nerfed. Someone said something about this quest, which was and I don't recall if this was, I didn't look into it, I just saw this comment, which was that the hammer had a lower rarity weapon than the other weapons, and I don't know if that's true or not. It could have been, yeah, it could have been on the Mizutsune that they just gave it a bad build. The bowgun builds, you need very specific skills for the build to work well. I'm pretty sure this light bowgun run 107 it's a spread build, not an elemental build. I know that this this person ran their quest back one time after it came out again, the Raytheon quest, but it needs quite a bit of grinding for it because you have to get a double wallbang on it from a mount in their strategy. But based on this, you know, if we're like 15 seconds behind the other weapons and we had a lower rarity weapon, then I think maybe we would just need a small buff. Hmm. Hmm. Where's the sticker? And there's a Palico. Yeah, maybe small buff on Earthquake and like a small motion value buff on the other moves. Not even that much, maybe just by 5 or 10 on the motion values or something like that. And that might put us in line with the other weapons. But again, I haven't ran on either of the AT quests yet. One of the things, I put 2 points of Slugger on a Para-Artian hammer with, and it's on the Para-Artian CB, and it's that's funny. Yeah, I don't know what the optimal builds are really yet for Charge Blade. I've barely played the other weapons. The only other weapon I've played besides Hammer in Wild so far has been the Hunting Horn, and I just played in multiplayer. I haven't really soloed on it yet, but I like it a lot. I like the Hunting Horn in Wilds a lot. It's really fun. I like what they did with it. The only problem I have with it is that I can't roll cancel my performances. So it's like sometimes I'll start a performance and then the monster goes to attack me and I want to roll, but I can't. I've complained about this on stream before. Besides that, the Hunting Horn is really fun. It might even be better than this one, than the world one. I need more time to get into it. Oh, there was also a problem with the hammer, and I kind of hope this gets fixed on the or with the hunting horn. I hope this gets fixed on the 13th. There's a problem with the hunting horn that the damage for stacking your songs, like if I play one song and then encore it, let's say it does a 50 motion value. If I stack two songs and encore it, it should do more damage. It should do like 110 damage. And then if I stack three songs, it should do like 170 or 180 damage. They need a way to scale up the damage with you encoring more songs so that it rewards you for playing your longer song combos, because that's a more complex play style than just recital into encore, or whatever you want to call it, perform into encore. So that's one of the changes I'd like to see coming for Hunting Horn, is if they increase on the 13th, is that they increase the value of the attack when you play three songs or two songs as compared to one song. All right, I'm gonna start it up again on the hunt here. I'll probably go for another hour. There's a lot of things. One thing I really like about Horn is the bubble. I don't. You don't like that it has to stay in one place? Or what don't you like about the bubble, Lumen? Landlocked with age. Yeah, it certainly creates a scenario where if the monster moves out of the bubble, it kind of throws the run. Like imagine you're hunting Fatalis with bubbles, and then Fatalis just spams its crawl move and just crawls away from your bubbles every time. That's not gonna be very much fun. Because you can't really lock a Fatalis. And there's other monsters like that too, like the Elatrion, you can't really lock. The Cove Taroth, you can't really lock. These are mostly the endgame monsters and siege monsters. The Arc-Tempered Velkhana you can't really lock. And they did give the Hunting Horn a different way to make more bubbles using the Wound Strike. But keeping it in all three bubbles like that, it can be a little bit tricky. Bubbles are almost useless, yeah. When I played in multiplayer, I don't even care about did the monster move out of my bubbles. Someone like someone in one of my hunts was like trying to tell people to go stand in my bubble, and I wanted to tell them, don't worry about it. I don't care. It works if they stun lock the monster. Yeah. Yeah, if the monster is locked in the bubbles, then it's good. But if the monster moves out of the bubbles, your DPS is going to go way down. For sure. But the actual like swings of the Hunting Horn, like the super pound, and the fact that you can draw cancel into a back slam and draw cancel into a right swing, I think that's a pretty cool addition. I actually like that more than the what you have to do in Iceborne, where you have to do draw and then spam your slinger. I think it feels a lot better. And then there's also the issue of the double note input, where there's like some kind of like the game doesn't read the double inputs correctly. We'll see. I'm excited for the changes in 4 days. I'm gonna see what happens. I don't think any changes are gonna come to Hammer. Or rather, I'd be really surprised because Hammer wasn't on the list of weapons that they were supposed to be looking at. It looked like they were looking at what, Lance? I think it was like Lance, Dual Blades, Hunting Horn, and maybe one of the bow guns and something else. I heard some other people saying the bow was really bad on AT Duna too. So sorry to any bow players out there if you're having a rough time running on AT Duna. I played a lot of bow in this game. Alright, I'll start my runs. Here we go. They make DB even more broken? Yeah, I'm not really sure what they would do to Dual Blades. I feel like isn't Dual Blades in a good spot right now?
Breaking its head should be effective in weakening its powerful breath attack.
Make use of the ballistae and cannons.
I lost track of my damage count at the end there.
Use the weapons around the port. Knock down Fatalis.
Wow, that's a lot of fireballs. Is that 15? Is that 15 or 18? Someone let me know if that was 15 or 18 fireballs. That was a lot. wanted in.
Retreat into the fort. Use the barricade.
$15 fireballs? Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. I'm doing something wrong there, but I don't. I think maybe I need to be aiming more to the left, just a little bit more to the left. I should be able to land that, even if it does a, maybe I was late on timing on the first one, but I feel like I should be able to land that on a weak, on either the head or the chest, even if it does a bite afterwards or it pulls his head back. So I need to remember when I go in for the chest, try and aim like to the back leg on the opposite side.
Breaking its head should be effective in weakening its powerful breath attack.
Make use of the ballistae and cannons.
Oh, I'm really glad that flinched because I had to do an uncharged spin on it. Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ah. I don't like that it was biting into the wall. I kind of needed a little bit more space to roll, but it was... If I rolled the correct direction there, it was going to put me into the wall. Yeah, it was still a good attack sequence with that bite spam. That was nice. Alright, last time we got 15 fireballs. This time let's go for 18. Let's go 18 fireballs. Nah, it's not gonna do 18 now. How about tree fitty? Oh, do I get a free aerial? Yes. Oh, nope, not so free. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not free at all. It actually cost everything. Thanks.
Hey, you.
Breaking its head should be effective in weakening its powerful breath attack.
Yeah, aerial hammer is fun, but
Ballista and cannon.
it's a little bit redundant when all the fastest runs are aerial runs. I understand why Capcom wanted to nerf it. It's super fun though, I can't even lie. As a hammer player, I love the aerial hammer too. Cool. Yeah, Volcana is one of the best fights for hammer, I feel. Of the endgame fights, like between Latreon, Belk, and Fatalis, I think Volcana is probably the best suited for the hammer. Oh. do one of these. I think it's this combo I want to do here for the head break. Yeah. Don't do too much damage.
Get behind something!
Now operational.
Use the weapons around the fort to knock down Fatalis.
Oops. I think the next hit breaks. Yeah. I'm looking at that ledge. Like, is that ledge gonna push me out of the way or not? Let's find out. Oh no, it's good. All good. That was actually a pretty nice phase too. It didn't come down right away. It did like 2 attacks, but still, the rest of that was really nice. Please no outward beam. Alright. 360 spam. Like that. I'm missing that overhead one. Oh, it did it again. Oh, my positioning is kind of bad here. What is this? Okay, all good. I think the chest is probably gonna break soon, maybe on the final hit. Break? Yes. More 360s. Good times. There's a ledge over here. That's not on it. Okay. And the overhead one hits. Let's go. Oh no. Okay, guys. Let's go downward breath. Come on. That's what we want. Downward breath as soon as it lands. Please. Please. Oh no. Oh wait, I have health boost. I think I live this. Maybe. Dang. It ate me. Do I just go attack the chest? Almost sub 11. Yeah, Fatalis, yeah, I just wanted to cuddle up with me, exactly. I was hoping it would do downward breath into the quick bite. That's the sequence I was hoping for at the end there. Like downward breath into a quick slam into a bite or something like that. I really like that phase too, though. I did the patented sin jumping off the head punish. peak performance useful again? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's one other thing about the hammer I noticed is that it seems like it's kind of, I don't know, like I saw someone do like the no armor and heroics run on it. But I'm not sure how reliable it is to be able to do offsets. Like if you can utilize the best hammer, like hammers, how can I say, like hammer's most motion valued playstyle. Like you can't really do offsets that much when you have the heroics on, because I think you might just die if you end up trading through your hyper armor even a little bit. Sometimes you just take damage while you're doing an offset, even if it's successful. So that's also kind of an issue, and I don't think like longsword has that problem. I don't really know much about dual blades, but longsword you get a lot of, you have your own like counter, you know, foresight slash and EI spirit slash, things like that. That's why heroics is the suck on hammer and wild. Yeah, I haven't done any heroics runs. None of the monsters that I fought yet in like doing time attack on are ones that it would even be worth it to get heroics on, because the hunt just ends so quickly. Too much chip damage.
Breaking its head should be effective in weakening its powerful breath attack.
Yeah.
Make use of the
I wish Capcom would do something about the Palico too. That's one of my main gripes actually about both games, is that I wish they had a heroics mode for your Palico that you could disable the healing on your Palico. Because the way it is right now, you either have to leave your Palico at home so it doesn't heal you, or you have to use a mod so that your Palico doesn't heal you. Otherwise you're going to end up resetting like so many times for your Palico healing you. Wasn't really worth it for me to drink my Mega Demon drug there. Could have done a charge 3 on that. Big combo. I'm gonna get hit. I lost track of my damage. I didn't realize I'd already gotten a second combo for that or something.
Get behind something!
Yeah, the Palico in Wilds is a little bit funny. Like, you don't even get to choose between which gadget you want to use. They just kind of gave all of them to you. And then some of the tools that your Palico has a really long cooldown. Like the self-revive is like over an hour or something like that. Or like an hour. I still don't really feel that great about the things that are like persistent between the hunts.
Use the weapons around the
Like mantle cooldowns not resetting every time that you just go back to base it seems like maybe not the best. Oh, I was gonna get hit there. Oh no.
Hey, you.
Yeah, they certainly made a lot of interesting choices. I mean, they changed it up a lot. So bad, the inconsistency through the hunts is abysmal. Yeah, Steven, I hear ya. I feel bad for the console players with the mantle cooldowns. I mean, at least they added the option so you can rest between every hunt to cool down your mantles. So you don't have to wait the entire duration. But I feel like having your mantles available at the start of every hunt was kind of something that was incorporated well into this game, especially for speedrunning. Like scripting out your hunt, you always want to have your mantles available at the same every time so that you can be consistent. The weather system is okay. I think the problem with the weather system is that it affects your FPS too much sometimes. Yeah, they did take that. I hear you, Steven. I'm on PC, so I use a mod that restocks my items every time. The no abandoned questing is, yeah, that's pretty bad. I agree, actually. They put quest reset, but they only put it on the arena quests, and not in the regular ones. I should have got hit by that cone. Yeah, the mantle cooldown thing is a little bit of a mystery why they went that route.
Get behind something.
Maybe they thought more people would be doing open world hunting. But the problem with the open world hunting is you have to enter an environment link, and it's a kind of an inconvenience to enter the environment link. Like, let's say you're playing with your friend, and then it's like the first thing you have to do is enter a link party. Okay, now you have to also create this other environmental link to be able to go and join their essentially their expedition. Yeah, it's a lot of unnecessary steps to be able to get into your friend's like open world. If they were going for something where you could like stay out in the field and hunt with your friends, they should have done a better job of implementing that system in a way that was more convenient. Like the way they have it set up in this game with the, whatchamacallit, with the guiding lands, where you can just stay in the guiding lands and hunt for a while with your friends. Like, let's say you want to hunt for like a couple hours with your friends. You could just go into the guiding lands and lure out the monsters that you want. Like, that's really cool and it works really well. But in Wilds, you can't just like go out and hunt with your friends like that without it being a huge inconvenience. What I end up doing when I'm hunting with my friends in Wilds is we just end up posting investigations over and over, and that's the main way that we hunt. It's just investigation spam, which is kind of exactly what I was doing in World before. Like before Wilds came out, just hunting a lot of investigation with friends. But once the guiding lands came out, then I know myself and a lot of people just like to go and hang out in the guiding lands and just hunt for like hours on end. And that was really cool, and I had a lot of fun doing that. So it seems like they kind of took a step backwards in that regard.
Retreat into the fort. Use the barricade.
Yeah, I'm with you, Steven. Good. Oof. I didn't crit on my finisher. Rip 300 damage. Nova? No. No. Oh no. Nova? Yes. I got gusted again while I'm on the ground. I live this though. I live this. I don't even know if I can eat my... Nope. Yes. I can't even eat my buffs or sharpen, but I live that. I'm gonna have to sharpen in the middle of this phase. I can make it through it without sharpening. Find out. Oh, that cone. Oh my goodness, that chest break. I can't even punish it because it just fell the complete opposite side of me. I hit the toe. Big banged his toe. Oh, yeah, heal. I think it roars after this. Right? Oh my goodness, I got roared even though I knew it was gonna roar. Yikes. I'm gonna have to do this kind of... Ugh. Oh, this is all bad. Nova, maybe? That 25 to 5% was pretty atrocious. No, I hit the arm. Still got it. Alright, so my best was something, I forget if I had 11:13 on the first stream today. I'm still working for another sub 11 here. And I didn't get a chance to show off the new punish today. So I'm gonna have to keep on working on that. I'm gonna end it on this hunt, guys. I did 3 hours of hunts on this earlier and then 2 more hours in the evening. So this is the end. Keep on working on it tomorrow. Thanks for coming by. It was fun yapping about Hammer. You too, Steven. Always good to see ya. Lumen, good to see ya. I forgot to show my build, so I'll make sure to show my build here in a second for the people that want to see it.